from a hungry young field.
It's go time in the ATL.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Friday at 7 on CW6. Brought to you locally by Busby's Heating and Air, celebrating their 80th anniversary. When quality matters, call Busby's. Trusted since 1945.
All right, what do we got?
Looks like 64 yards to the pin. About 64 mile per hour winds.
Dude, there's no wind.
Hand me my 64-degree wedge.
What's in with you at 64?
Are you 64?
.com.
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now on News Channel 6 at 6, a meeting of Augusta's Charter Review Committee. Why one former mayor says a shakeup is needed. And your news at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with all this heat. We want to start right off the bat checking in with our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
Yeah, it's another very hot and humid day, and we also have that Viper 6 alert day due to the severe weather threat tonight. You can see across the two-state, we're tracking those storms impacting parts of Greenville over near North Carolina as well, Wilmington, down towards Florence and South Carolina. We have all these storms closing in on the CSRA. Now, we're still going to keep it mostly dry over the next couple of hours, other than a stray shower or two. But once we get to, say, around 9, 10 o'clock tonight, that's when things look pretty stormy. But in the meantime, this is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station. It is dry, and we have some cloud cover. Now, today's almanac just came out, and we officially made it to a high of 99 degrees at Augusta Busch Field. We also made it to 101 over at Daniel Field. The record is 104, so we didn't quite make it there, but definitely an above average day. Same thing with the low of 75. That's 5 degrees above our average. Around the CSRA, we're still at that 100-degree mark in Evans. A lot of places up to 99. Wrightsville, you're at 99 degrees, 98 in Gibson, and 97 in Crawfordville. Our heat index is even higher than the actual temperatures, and just a few moments ago, we were feeling like 116 degrees. It was just for a brief moment, but that's what Saluda was picking up on. Now it's feeling like up to around 108, and for the rest of your evening, we're going to stay in the 90s through 8 o'clock, then go down to the 80s with that chance of showers and storms. So our focus for the afternoon hours was the heat. We had that dangerous heat index, and this will expire at 8 p.m., and that quickly transitions over to the severe thunderstorm watch. So we'll be watching this until midnight tonight. It's for the possibility of 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts, ping-pong-sized hail, and the frequent lightning. So coming up, I'll have a look at your futurecast, so stay with us. But back to you, Jenny.
All right, thanks, Jenna. In this heat wave, many are wondering what to expect on their next power bill. Isabella Moody spoke with a service technician today about how we may be able to keep our bills down this summer. Isabella?
Jenny, staying cool is on the top of people's minds, but a lot of people are worried about breaking the bank. I was able to talk to a heating and air conditioning expert on tips on how to make sure your AC unit is working properly and how to save on your power bill. Service technician Joseph Brantley tells us changing your filters monthly and getting yearly maintenance on your air conditioner is vital. He also recommends closing your blinds and doors to try and keep cold air inside of your home. Also important, don't overwork the unit. You can only expect it to lower the temperature in your home by around 20 degrees.
Just try to keep your bill low. Like I said, try not to have your temperature so low as it is. If it's 95 degrees out there, don't expect for it to get about 60, 65 in there like some people want. Try to keep it at a nice cool temperature, 75, 76.
Using ceiling fans and window units can help cool the temperature of your home. Live in Augusta, Isabella Moody, WJBF News Channel 6. Back to you, Jenny.
All right, thanks so much, Isabella. A nonprofit group wants climate. Tuesday night, the Aiken County School Board approved a design for a new building for North Augusta Middle School. News Channel 6's Kim Vickers joins us now live in North Augusta. And Kim, leaders say, that building's old, a new one is necessary to properly educate students.
Yeah, Jenny, so this current building is around 75 years old. It has a lot of problems like the
the inability to support high-tech education systems. The new 130,000 square foot facility will be built where the current athletic fields are and connected to an addition constructed back in 2010. When it's completed, the old building will be demolished and the new athletic fields will be built in its place. It will include larger classrooms with better access to science labs and the infrastructure to support modern technology.
It makes it harder for our tech support people, just having to always come and fix problems, and just the energy efficiency, let's say with electricity, plumbing, HVAC issues. Having this newer building with newer technology will save the taxpayers money in the long run.
Now, the new facility will cost $52 million, which will be paid for by a recently extended 1-cent sales tax. Construction is expected to begin at the beginning of next year and last for about a year and a half. Live in North Augusta, Kim Vickers, WJBF News Channel 6.
All right, Kim, thank you. The group in charge of recommending changes to the Augusta Charter is hearing that it's time for a change in city government. But this is leading to criticism from members of the public and from inside the committee. George Escala has the story.
No one since consolidation served more time as mayor than Deke Copenhaver, and he told the Charter Review Committee it makes sense that the mayor should have more power than 10 commissioners.
Basically, we need more streamlined decision-making, because it's just decision by committee holds us back.
Last week, the Charter Committee held its first discussion of possible changes to the government, like giving the mayor a veto. That has some suggesting it looks like recommending a charter change is already a done deal.
That's a perception that gives the public that you already made a decision about what direction you want to take.
That was not the only criticism. Members of the committee accusing other members of ignoring actions that have been approved and going it alone.
I wonder why we're even wasting everyone's time with the charter review at all, when we can just ask those few members what they'd like to see as an end result and just put it to paper instead of pretending like we all have an equal voice on this committee when we don't.
We wanted to know if this division will prevent the committee from doing its job recommending changes to the charter.
Nope, I believe when it comes down to the final product, everybody will be it may not be 100%, but it'll be not far from it.
It's expected the charter review will take at least a year, so there could be some difficult months ahead. In Augusta, George Escala, WJBF News Channel 6.
High school football will be back in the next couple of months. This week, one local team is getting help from some special guests to stay in shape. The back-to-back state champions at Edmund Burke Academy have players from Georgia Southern on campus to help with summer workouts. It's also a full circle moment as Edmund Burke won their second straight state championship at Georgia Southern last November. For players, it's all about having a positive impact on the youth and teaching them how to win on the field and in life.
Honestly, what I've been trying to really hit home with these kids is the art of teamwork and brotherhood, and that's what football is about.
It's just an opportunity that got presented to us, and we would, like I said, we just want to pour back into these kids as much as we can, because we want them to be the future Georgia Southern Eagles.
Players at Edmund Burke will have one more session with the Division I athletes Thursday morning. The Spartans open up the 2025 season on Friday, August 15th. Coming up, disagreements over the damage of Iranian nuclear sites, why some Democrats say they want proof of the destruction. Next.
Bill O'Reilly on Cuomo.
Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Tracci is back with us now.
Well, it's another hot and humid day, but we also have some storms on the way. We'll be tracking that late tonight as severe weather is likely, but we will have improved weather starting tomorrow. I'll have a look at your full Viper 6 forecast right after the break.
At Lionel Smith Limited. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. This is a WJBF Live Viper 6 Alert.
Welcome back. Today is the Viper 6 Alert Day because of the threat of severe weather coming our way late tonight. But in the meantime, it is dry, and here's a live look in at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Camp at Washington Road. Cloudy, hot, and muggy. That's the story right now. We're sitting at 98, feeling like 104. with dew points in the upper 60s and a southeast breeze of just 7 miles per hour. Check out these current temperatures. We're at 101 in Waynesboro, and several places did get to 101 today. Everyone else in the upper 90s to around 100 degrees. And you can see on satellite and radar, we do still have that heat dome, and that's why it's so hot today. It's impacting the eastern half of the country. But we also have low pressure down in the Atlantic, and that is bringing in a lot of moisture and leading to these showers and storms that we're currently tracking along the border of North and South Carolina, a few of those up near Greenville as well, and then some storms down to our southwest. So all of this activity will close in on the CSRA, putting us under that threat of severe weather tonight. The highest threat will be in this red area here, but once again, it's because of this high pressure and low pressure. The low pressure bringing us the moisture we need for shower and storm development, the high pressure bringing the heat, and the heat helps to fuel these storms, and that's why we're in a unique setup today where we're having some significant severe weather threats, which would be 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts being likely, and also the possibility of microbursts. And whenever those happen, we could see wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour, sometimes even higher. Now, they're usually over a very short time period over a very small area, so these will not be widespread impacts for everyone, but I can say that most of the CSRA will see those heavy downpours and the frequent dangerous lightning. So just a good idea to stay inside late tonight. You can see tonight it is dry through around 8 o'clock, but then those showers and storms start to creep in. So by the time we get to around 9, 10 o'clock tonight, that's when our South Carolina counties will have the threat of severe weather. Then it pushes down towards the southwest, and by midnight, that's when we're going to be tracking that from Burke County down to the south. So it's going to be within these cells here where we could see that ping pong sized hail, and once again 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts for the most part. But with a summer like setup like this and all the heat and humidity, once again some of these storms could produce wind gusts even higher than that. The threat of severe weather will end by around 2 a.m. You can see it's an enhanced risk all the way down towards Burke County, and then a slight risk, so slightly lower, down towards our southern lying counties. Then this downgrades even further to just a marginal risk for Thursday and Friday. So this is very typical in the summertime. We often have those pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon, and that'll be the case moving forward. So tomorrow is still pretty hot at 95 degrees, but after that we cool down, you could say, to around 92 to 94. So not the 100-degree heat like we've had over the past couple of days. Low temperatures tonight will be around 70, and our highs tomorrow will be in those low to middle 90s. You can see on our 10-day forecast that other than today, the rest of the week is looking pretty consistent. Every day has around a 30% chance of rain, and those high temperatures in the 90s, lows in the low 70s. Now, congratulations to today's umbrella winner. That is Lionel Wallace from Ward, South Carolina. Lionel, you can pick up your Viper 6 umbrella here at the station and sign up to win yours on WJBF.com.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Jenna. Up next, we will tell you how some state championship coaches are using the summer to prepare their teams for a return to the top. Sports is next, right after the break.
This grand opening.
Save more, sleep better.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Listen, ask any coach, and they'll tell you that when it comes to building a championship culture, the off-season is actually the real season. Now, while high school football has its 7-on-7s and padded camps, high school hoops has summer league ball, and that's where I found Cross Creek boys basketball coach Lawrence Kelly and Butler coach Chaz Clark yesterday. Of course, Clark coming off guiding Butler to its first state crown in almost 60 years. Meanwhile, it's been a couple of seasons since Coach Kelly's Cross Creek squad tasted that final game success. But both teams have high expectations for a basketball season that's still 5 months away. You wouldn't know it, though, listening to these coaches talk.
It's a whole new season. It's a whole different group of kids. It's a brand new team, even though it's returning players, but the makeup is new. We got to start back over and build this thing back up. So, and that's the part that I enjoy. I think the biggest thing is us staying consistent, making sure that they understand what the culture is, but also staying disciplined on the little things. The little things go a long way.
And just as a reminder, Derek Cantine's coming back for the 5th year to host his football camp in the CSRA. Now, if you've been around a while, you remember Cantine to be a standout baller at Evans High School. He went on to play his college ball at Cincinnati and then Georgia Southern. Though undrafted, the rookie cornerback signed a 3-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. The camp will take place this Saturday, June 28th at Greenbrier High School between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. And we've got another $0 price tag on this one. It's a free camp and open to all. And last but certainly not least, set your TVs to turn on at 9 a.m. this Saturday right here on News Channel 6 for the All CSRA Award Show. The hour-long show will showcase our recognition and recognize the best athletes the CSRA had to offer during the 24-25 sports calendar, hosted by yours truly, as well as our sports director, Gianna Cephalou. This year, it's not just football. We're highlighting all our area's top athletes from all sports. Just in case you miss it Saturday, it will re-air on Tuesday, July 1 at 7 p.m.
We're looking forward to that, Gabriel.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
It's going to be great.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back.
Is my tenure?
.com.
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
Here's a final check of your 10-day forecast. Tonight we do have that severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. Then as we go into Thursday, the chances of rain go down to 30%. Still hot at 95 degrees, and then the rest of the week we'll see 92 to 94 degrees each day. Lows around 70 with those daily chances of pop-up showers and storms.
We do have a program for you tonight. Our 11 p.m. newscast may be a little late because of the aforementioned NBA draft, right? It's right here on ABC. I know our producer and our sports anchor here, we're talking about watching that tonight.
Yes, indeed.
And you know, we've got two local players, South Carolina's Colin Murray Bowles and UGA's Asa Newell. They have a chance to be selected tonight. Coverage starts at 8 o'clock right here on News Channel 6. And that is our report for now. We do thank you for joining us tonight. News Channel 6 continues at 7 o'clock right after World News Tonight. And then we'll see you again sometime tonight after the NBA draft. Have a great evening.